Hi. Who is excited about the double bachelorette season that's about to start? Guilty pleasure. Right here. Right here, this mama. Guilty pleasure. Double bachelorette. All these people making out and in really fancy, slinky, swanky bathing suits. I just love it. Who else loves it? We had a huge win this past week at RG Adoption Consulting. Not one match in a day, not two matches in one day, which would have been an amazing day, but 3 matches in one day, including one baby born. That, my friends, was an exciting day for our families. We also had some heartache. You know, it's this industry, it's just filled with ups and downs, no matter who's in it. We had a stillborn. A family was matched, and the mama gave birth, and it was stillborn, and that's heartbreaking for everybody. It's such a hard day. So my heart goes out to them and my prayers, and I just hope, I had a family in the past who same thing happened. They had a fall through, and they matched again, and mom had a stillborn, and so they basically 2 fall throughs, but they didn't give up. They got a $10,000 grant, and then they waited just with that one agency. But that agency came through with a baby born, and now they have actually 2 beautiful children. Trey, do you want to come say hi? Come say hi. We have a special guest coming to join me today. His name is, what's your name?
Trey.
No. You have to talk louder. This is the microphone right here.
Trey.
Trey what? What's your whole name?
Ow.
What's your whole name?
Trey Greenspan.
Trey Milo Greenspan? Wait, I need you for something.
No, please.
Please tell these lovely people something about you.
I don't know.
That's what you have to look for. If you could see my office right now, it's Camp Central. Let's see if you can't. You're going to see all of my other shit. But anyways, it's Camp Central. My son leaves for overnight camp, not this weekend, but next weekend. And so my whole office is filled with piles of duffel bags, clothes, fans, bedding, all the things. So we will be in Chicago next weekend to say goodbye to him. And then I will be spending a week in Chicago starting August 5th, because on August 6th, we are having an adoptive family retreat for our clients and our hopeful adoptive community. I'm so excited. We're expecting at least 50 people there, adults and children. It's better to stay near them without a float and get them used to being in the water and learning all the skills without relying on the floaties, because using floats makes them more scared of the water. So go at their pace with them and just teach them how to swim and get used to the water without floats. I also wanted to talk about long matches. So the question often comes up, is it good or is it bad to match with a long match? And the answer is there really isn't. From my own little tests that I did, there was really no correlation to fall throughs, to higher fall throughs with a long match versus a short match. They can happen equally with either one. And I think I've talked about this before, but it's worth mentioning again. The positives of a long match are that you can really develop a beautiful bond with your child's first mother, and you can be there for the milestones if she will allow you. typically, if she wants to match so early, she probably wants you involved in some way. So that can be a really great thing to be able to tell your child, we went to all your, we went to some appointments, we saw you on the ultrasound, we were there supporting your birth mom the whole way. We really got to know each other and you develop a trust. So that's a big positive. Negative is that if there is a fall through, you have just waited a really long time and you've just put a lot of energy, emotional energy into this match, and it's harder to bounce back quickly. It's harder to recover quicker after a failed match if you've been matched for a long time than it is if you had a quicker match and it fell through quickly. I feel like it's easier to move on from a quicker match and then fall through than it is for a longer one. Sometimes there is also more money to lose if it is a longer one, but surprisingly enough, I don't always see the correlation with financials between a long match and a short match. There should be, and sometimes there is, but every agency does things different. Speaking of financials, so most agencies, 9 out of 10 agencies, are going to pay expectant mother expenses or birth mother expenses prior to placement, prior to birth, and then post placement. So when you're asking about financials and you're asking what the financial risk is, ask how much is being spent when it says birth mother expenses are $10,000. Well, of that $10,000, how much of that is being spent prior to placement versus post placement? Usually she will get support for about 6 weeks post placement. Hope that makes sense.